How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to BIOMUTANT.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Shaw Parker, who is co-hosting this Let's Play, apparently. So, without any further ado, medium or hard? Let's go hard. Really want to know what the deal is with this cricket.
Encode your DNA.
So we are going to be going Rex. Oh,
Define your genetic structure.
Oh, that's strange. The aspects of your character that it changes are like roughly the same, but not always. Like, it's always head related, but sometimes it's like, oh, your head gets big. Sometimes it's, oh, you have big ears now. I don't know. It seems to be random. We get, yeah, there we go. Even 100.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Coal.
Choose your first style.
This part might take a while. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the ringtail for some reason. Reminds me of raccoons, lemurs, cats. What else has that?
Pick a class. Commander Psi-Freak.
So, we are going to be playing as a Psi-Freak, but not just any Psi-Freak. We're going to be playing as melee-only Psi-Freak. No guns. Because guns, as we all know, are uncivilized. We're basically going to be playing a Jedi.
Psi-Freak chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm blue.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I regret this choice already.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I don't like either of you.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
Why are these Neopets talking to me?
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Like, these are literally, like, Neopet designs, right? They're cute. I wouldn't mind one, but I'd prefer, like, a blue one. Or maybe just, like, that starry design. It's a little violent for a Neopet, but I'll take it. We have two light side points. Ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna be going neutral. I'll be doing good things for good people and bad things to bad people.
Right is always right.
We're essentially going to be playing as everyone's favorite Star Wars Extended Universe character, Galen Merrick.
See, I pulled a sneaky on you.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Ow, oh, I did not dodge in time. This guy's name is Lupa Lupin, which says to me that he's some sort of canine, but he looks more like a giant cat person, right? Alright, now I need to parry. Ow. Do not have iframes. Oh, I do, there's just not a lot. Oh.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Kaboom? It's kind of hard to narrate while...
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
When you're concerned that, like, at any moment, you might be interrupted by more narration, right? Okay, tutorial stuff. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Let's unequip our gun. So now, no gun. Okay. What was the button for? Okay, yeah. So we have really good magic, and that's about it. Oh, and now we can't even dodge because I used all my magic.
Electric.
Okay, let's try and actually... There we go. Well, I stunned that guy. I need to figure out how I can throw them up in the air, DMC style. Not that I've never played DMC, so it might just be obvious.
Watch it.
Oh. Let's jump, not dodge.
Critical.
Dodged into that. Alright, now to start spamming powers, because we have, like, no health. Probably want to focus the one that has less health. That one. Well, they got about the same now. Oh, there goes that guy. Can we figure out how to parry? Oh no, that's... It's been a while since I've played a game with an Xbox controller. This is just garbage. I really hope you didn't come here for good gameplay, because it's not what you're gonna get. Like, an emphasis on, like, story and exploration? Sure. But, like, actual quality gameplay, you're looking in the wrong place. I'm so bad at this already. Okay. Great. Not gonna do it. You can't make me. I don't need a gun. Is that the cricket? Were you telling me about the item right in front of me? It's kind of cool if you were. Okay, so we heal outside of combat. So we only really want to heal with items inside of combat. It's good to know. Those are pills. Yes, they are. I don't think you should be eating those. I don't. Listen, I'm not a doctor, but I would recommend against toilet pills, and I think most doctors would agree with me. Are we full health? Guess we'll find out. So it's no, that's okay. So this is parry. This is abilities. And you know what? Okay, parrying. Good to know.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Ow, that's a lot of health. Okay, that guy's got a gun. So let's focus gun guy. You're not gun guy.
You've got nothing left.
Well, then I have nothing left to lose. That's... I keep mistaking buttons.
Light.
Okay, let's... How do I heal? That? Can I tap it? No. I guess I'll wait until the game warns me that I'm at low health, and then I'll find out what the quick heal button is. I mean, we can spam down enemies. Okay, that could have gone worse. Okay, so... Controller setup, you cannot just quick heal unless you're low on health. Maybe. Maybe. Also, yeah, how do I unbind ranged? Okay, I have rebound, and now... Oh yeah, okay. I have successfully unbound the shoot button. No accidental shooting. Confect delicious. That does look pretty tasty. Although, I haven't watched a lot of gameplay or spoilers or anything like that, but I do recognize that majority of the healing items in this game look very delicious. Like, they're just candy. See if we can shock that guy. Dodge that. We did not shock that guy. We're stuck in here. Okay. I'll let him do that. No, don't grab me. It's very rude. Grabbed again. That's my fault. Heal again. Let's try and... Okay, he's gonna do that again. Dodge. Keep throwing magic at him. Is he stunned? Okay. Nope, he stopped being stunned. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see what people were saying about this game being easy. Like, this doesn't feel hard, like maybe somewhere between medium and hard, but this doesn't feel overwhelmingly difficult so far. Should maybe not put my foot in my mouth before we get out of the tutorial. It's pretty though. No hidden loot. I mean, I know there's no hidden loot because I went through all this when I was testing, but you'd think there would be. Like, you could pop open the trunk of this truck and loot. Oh. Well, hey, it's a good thing I'm allowed to do melee. Okay, well, you know. Okay, I did parry that one. Alright. The wall wasn't so tough. Okay. Does he have buddies? He does. Okay. Oh. Try and
You
stun
don't
that
have
guy.
the key energy for that.
Oh, no, 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 but damn. Oh, we have leveled up. Great. I'm not gonna level up yet. I'll get into why later, although I don't know when I'm gonna level up, since I don't know when you start getting items. So it might be a while. Like, if we try to level up now, the tutorial will force us to get a level in unarmed, because we have an unarmed weapon equipped. So we probably want to get a two-handed weapon. No, a single-handed. No. Can we do dual?
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
What was shall be. Your Stellaris reference, folks. He's very noisy for a little flashlight robot. Not that I mind. It's someone other than David. Which...
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Nothing against the man. I'm sure he's wonderful, but... This is a lot of dialogue for one person, right?
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
I can understand why some people find it really annoying that 90% of the dialogue is this guy and the other 10% is like Banjo-Kazooie talk.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Okay, so using a parry does use ki. Okay, well... Oh. Okay, that was something. I don't exactly know how I did that, but I did do it. So... Oh, I thought I killed that one. Okay, well, let's dodge a bit. Spam them down.
That's a good find.
Okay, we have 2 bio points. That means 2 of them died, because each of these drop bio points. Maybe listen to David and know it.
List.
I mean, when he's not just hyping the crowd for some reason. So yeah, we could level up, but we're not gonna. I'm gonna try and avoid that for as long as possible. See if we can get a relevant level up. No loot? Okay. I do love the little run animation. It's very cute. I'm glad I decided to go with Rex. It's maybe less optimal than going for... What's the smart one? Kip? Fip? Fip. But Fip looks like he has brain damage, so I'm not really into it. I apologize in advance to anyone who has brain damage. Also, this wall looks breakable. Should maybe come back here at some point. No loot. Just exposition, huh?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Okay, am I crazy, or does that look like one of the UFOs in the XCOM reboot? Like the design and the wireframe version of it and everything, like, that looks like, oh, we need to shoot that down and then go send some rookies to get killed. I'm not good at XCOM, in case you couldn't tell. Like, can we just leave?
Lockety-locked.
Oh, dope. Dave feels less like a narrator and more like some sort of omniscient genie who's playing with us. Like, who locked that door if not Dave? I will say I'm kind of disappointed that the only type of puzzle in this game is
Just
this
a few
type
moves
of
left.
puzzle.
Make them count.
Oh, that's a shock. Probably don't want to do that. Let's not talk over it this time. There we go.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So that was a lot of perhaps unnecessary exposition. It puts me in two minds. The first one is that this should have been like doled out throughout the course of the game, or maybe not even at all, and like you figure it out just by like exploring and playing the game. Secondly, the other mind is that if this much exposition is in here at the beginning, like how much lore is there out in the world? Because if there's a lot, then that makes sense, you know? You give people a little bit of understanding of the world, and then you let people look into it. But if there's not a lot of exposition, then that just seemed like a waste of an opportunity.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
I'm an American. I am not afraid of either pew-pews or brain melts.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
According to the tutorial, we need to airstrike the man in the wheelchair. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Zap 'em good.
Unlike a lot of games, this game is not afraid of... Oop. This game's not afraid of being unfair.
You can do this.
I've heard a lot of criticism for, like, letting enemies attack you while they're not on screen. But I get it. That was cool. Don't know how I did that, but I did it. Now I'm attacking this guy for some reason. Sure. And eventually they get sick of being beaten up and they block. That makes sense. Now, that was... you. The nice thing about being on hard mode is these guys seem just as dangerous as I do.
Those are the kind of things you need.
If maybe a little dumber. Right, they have, like, just about as much health going by the numbers. And they can move just as well as we can. They're just not as smart about battle tactics. These guys have not read The Art of War. Then again, neither have I. I should probably do that at some point. You never know when it might come in handy.
All things end.
Right, let's just... knock these guys down. Not done yet? Come on.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
I gotta say, we are very cute. This man is not cute.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Okay, here's a small criticism, which is that maybe the way you should do this whole, like, narrating their native speech is you have them start off with the native speech, and then you cut under it. Like, you lower that volume, and then you bring in the narration while he's still talking, instead of waiting for the entirety of his sentence to finish. Speaking of which, I can't access them. I was going to access the menu and see if changing the, like, native gibberish amount would change that. What about the scar?
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? but he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
What exactly is at stake here?
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Okay, so remember how I said we were cute? Well, now we're definitely cute. Those little punches. It's adorable. What color are our eyes, anyways? Are they look blue. I thought they were red. Oh, they're blue-ish. Interesting. Didn't know eye color was something that changed. Can I get up here? Should probably stop screwing around and, like, focus on the story.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I don't think she cares. She's got other problems.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life.
Potato people is definitely better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay, well, first off...
You must find the glitter grass and ruffle it to get the Nono to come out of hiding.
Okay, so that does not affect... Okay, so this setting does not affect the dialogue thing, like I was saying. It's a really good suggestion. I hope someone passes it along to Experiment 101. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's had that suggestion. I don't know why it's not the default, because it would make a lot more sense. I am loving the game so far. Like, for all the weird slang and stuff, it's cute. I'm enjoying it. I do have my grievances, but I don't regret getting this game so far. We are very slow, which does make sense. We are an infant. Where's this light source? Is it from the grass? Spooky.
You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
What's a Pensai?
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Okay, Elvis, I'm gonna level with you. You didn't answer the question, like, in the slightest. I still don't know what a Pensai is. There's just a lot of really good character design in this. Very reminiscent of Neopets and some other things too. You're just gonna keep running, huh?
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
How many does it need?
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Got this very strong urge to just like run around and see if there's anywhere else I can go in this flashback. Probably not, though.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
She's fine. She's doing Wung-Fu stuff.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wung-Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Elvis, you did not age very well. What's the end of days?
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Porky Puff, really?
He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the Porky Puff is particularly personal. It was that carnivorous beast that took his leg. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Tribe war? You didn't mention a tribe war. So, we're done talking? I can't ask you any questions? I don't know what these are, but they look delicious. Suppose we better make our exit.
You're getting the hang of it.
Thanks, Dave.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
You got some real floppy ears, my dude.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Is there anything back here? This is like the perfect place to hide loot. I know how to sprint game. Is this climbable?
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
I resemble that remark.
Let's see.
So is that confirmation that our character is a dude? I don't know a lot of women who pee standing up. But then again, I don't know a lot of women in general. And that's not just because, you know, I'm a shut-in who doesn't really talk to people. Although that is true. I just don't know a lot of people in general either way.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time.
I think I interrupted important dialogue. I found a secret! Look! Always look under the waterfall. Ooh. That is a nice wetness effect.
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
He didn't look very happy. Neither did just that guy, for that matter. Like, I'm looking at these character designs, and all I can suddenly see is the Norns from Creatures, which is a very deep pull, I know, but it's true. I wonder if there are any Grendels nearby. Why are they all naked, by the way? We wear clothes now, guys. That was like the whole thing of rebuilding society. Maybe this was a nudist colony. Some nice pots. Are those still pots? When does a pot become a vase? Can you always call a vase a pot? I think that's all the loot. Is there anything over here? Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay. Hello.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Yep.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Do you want a med pack? I've got a dozen of that thing.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
Too much already?
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
So violent. Alright. Thank you.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Why Myriad specifically? I mean, I know why, but why?
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
It's like the second time you said that, Elvis. So yeah, the game wants us to side with one of two groups.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
My question is it possible to side with neither of them? I mean, we'll go to Myriad first, because they sound like the nicer group. Although
it's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Dave did vouch for the Jagni, right? They were starting to sound like really bad people before he said it would be okay. Or maybe a little questionable. This seems like, oh, this is probably bad. Let's not drown. That sounds like combat. Hello. Good luck. Should we get involved? Nah. What if there's loot? What if there's loot, though? Are these guys actually gonna kill each other without us intervening? Let's not pick sides just yet.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
I mean, as far as war zones go, this one's very nicely painted. Ooh. What are you? Secrets. More health stuff. How much health stuff do we have? A decent amount. Not a lot, but more than 0. I know for a fact that once you get
work your way up
far enough along in the story, you start getting like actual loot and not just health packs. So I maybe shouldn't be looting these, but we're probably gonna need health packs anyways. I don't know why I'm calling them health packs when they're like bandages, pills, and candies. So, this game is running at 1080p, but also 30 FPS, because my computer, much like Elvis, is out of date. Most of my settings are low, and you can still see, like, this game is really pretty.
That's the myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Okay, you're just gonna start rhyming. Great. I may sound snippy. I do like Dave. I think the narration is really neat. It's a cool gimmick. It might get tiring after a while, but for now, no. This is cool. I'm into it. Like, this game is pretty. It sounds nice. I like the music, although the track that keeps playing that sounds just like the opening bars of the DreamWorks theme, like, it's not bad, but it does just sound like we're watching the opening to Shrek, right? I'm not crazy, am I? So let's have a little bathroom break and we'll call it quits.
Let's see.
So yeah, this has been episode 1 of Biomutant. Expect more to come very soon. I'll be doing these more or less daily. I'm not going to commit to anything in particular, just try and get one out every day if I can.